Hey everybody, it's Peter again for the Arizona Cardinal Rumors. I just wanted to go over a few things really quick about yesterday's picks and days prior's picks. Just really quick to sum up a couple of things because, us Cardinal fans and we've been waiting for a guy like Kyler Murray and we finally got him. That's the number one thing. That was the number one important thing by getting Kyler Murray. It was going to change the whole franchise. And I think the Cardinals did really well, the exception of one thing, but they did really well by getting rid of Rosen at the right time. They got him actually for a second round pick, which was pretty much what he was worth. They're never getting a first round pick, especially after they drafted Murray, but they weren't getting him anyway. And they did a great job. The only issue I'm having is wide receiver. And well, let's start with this. You got Kyler Murray, and now you got a terrific quarterback. You have a terrific running back in David Johnson. And now I'm a little bit worried at the wide receiver position. I know Kingsbury is completely different. Like, I don't think you need a superstar because they get rid of the ball quick. He kind of creates his own creative offense, and so you definitely don't need superstars. I get that. I was hoping for DK Metcalf. He must be dropping for a reason. I know it was one of the people who commented yesterday. Usually people who don't do well in the workouts, but I think we could have took a chance with this guy. Especially now that he went to Seattle, that bothers me. There must be a reason that he dropped that far, obviously, but just for the fact that he looks like a guy who could just jump over the top of you at any second and grab the ball. He looks like a beast, but I know his route running isn't great. That's the only thing that bothers me. I mean, we got Byron Murphy in the second pick, who honestly could be a first round pick, and between him and Patrick Peterson on each side is going to change our defense. That's something that everybody needs to look at. The Cardinal defense is going to be terrific next year. They have a lot of players. With Suggs also, they have a lot of players that are going to make really great impact on defense. So if we get somebody on offense that can help out, if Kingsbury turns out to be this steal that we got that nobody expected him to be at this age, except for the Cardinals, a lot of people think it's a mistake, we're going to do extremely well because that defense is going to shut people down. I really believe they're going to do extremely well. Nobody's talking about their defense. They're really working on it. And then when they picked up Zach Allen, that was another great pick. The last guy I wanted to speak about was Andy Isabella, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know too much about the guy, except for that he's a slot receiver and he looks really fast, and he looks like he fits the Patriot offense, right, where you just go up the middle and almost like Danny Amendola, and that may work extremely well with this offense. I think that's why we drafted him over Metcalf. I don't think they seen Metcalf getting off the line right away, or maybe not running the routes the way they wanted to. I was going for him, but if not, let's hope Isabella makes something happen. You put him, Kirk, who has so much speed with Larry in the slot. Any one of those three can go up the middle, so that's great. I just wanted, when you have a great cornerback against us, I wanted somebody to be able to kind of take that cornerback away. I wanted to see if we can have not a superstar, but at least an all-star receiver. And I know Larry's amazing, but he's getting up there a little bit more. Otherwise, I think the Cardinals did a hell of a job. I think we kind of fixed our defense. Our defense is not a problem anymore, at least in my eyes. I think we did a great job in free agents and in drafting. I think right now we have a terrific quarterback, and I think we have a terrific running back. We have some good receivers, and we do need to work on the tight end. I mean, if Charles Clay turns out to be, a steal, which it very well may be. Anybody in that offense, I think, and pretty much any tight end may do really well, because I feel like Kingsbury utilizes the tight ends a lot, and that Clay may be a surprise next year. As far as it goes, it just, for us Cardinal fans, the whole franchise is turned around. Regardless, if Murray is a bust, it doesn't matter. They had to make this move. It was terrific. But he's not going to be a bust. He's going to be wonderful. And let's talk about Rosen really fast. Rosen, to me, is a guy who definitely could have done well. He could have been a good quarterback in this team, but he was the type of guy, if he failed, he just looked like it wasn't going to work out well. He has just got this arrogant attitude, and this was the right move. There's no way the Cardinals were going to do this if they didn't feel that way. They can say all the nice things they want about him. Obviously, you can't believe anything they say, right, anymore. They did well in hiding it, but they had to do this. And Miami, Miami has their shot. Miami has a shot with a good quarterback who honestly could do well, or he may turn out to be just one of those quarterbacks who nothing is his fault, It's either the receiver ran the wrong route. He's that type of guy, you know. So I think we did well, and let's hope. Let's here's to a good season. You know, the Rams are really good. Seattle. That's what bothers me is Seattle with Metcalf. You know, that's stuck in my brain. You know, I'm sorry if I mention it all the time, but Metcalf is going to be a guy who, if he turns out to be this beast that he looks like, and everyone's going to say, how the hell did he drop down that far? The fact that Arizona had a shot that far down to get him boggles my mind. It just does. Let's see what happens. You know, Seattle's going to be good, but I think Arizona, honestly, you know, I know San Francisco with Bosa, that was a good move, but I think Arizona very well, if this offense turns out, they can finish second in the division, or they could win 10 games. They very well could win 10 games next year. People are not paying too much attention to this team. If they turn out to be 8-8, then they will make some great moves in the offseason and get themselves some receivers. But they are a team that their franchise is going to be turned around extremely quickly. The defense is going to be wonderful. The offense is going to start changing, and they will get what they need. So if I had to take a guess, not 2019, I would say 2020. That's when we are going to start becoming a first-place team. If it turns out to be next year, even better. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Good luck, and go Cardinals.